Argentina 2011, Copa America.
And the player of the tournament, the biggest cheer so far, it is Luis Suarez of Uruguay. I think you'd probably give him 10 out of 10 for effort, but maybe not quite the best overall.
No, I mean, I think when you score the goals that he scored and he's done what he's done, I think you've got to look at the help of his fellow forward. You know, there's no doubt about it. You know, I mean, it's a team game, and he'll look at Diego Forlan for what the work that he does, creates the spaces for Suarez to get in there and score the goal, and vice versa.
Ganada por la selección uruguaya de fútbol.
And Uruguay, Sebastian Coates, young player of the tournament, Luis Suarez, player of the tournament, and they've won the Fair Play Award.
Saludamos a los campeones de América, Washington Abreu.
So here come the players. El Loco, Sebastian Abreu. They're being announced to the crowd at the moment as the match officials get their awards.
Sebastián Eguren, Diego Forlan,
Salvio Fagundes of Brazil, our match referee, assisted by Marcia Santiago, and the two from Chile, Francisco Mondrier and Enrique Oces. Muslera first through, followed by Victorino, who's injured in the first half of that quarter-final against Argentina. Rios, who made a key contribution. Coates as well. Young player of the tournament.
Diego Pérez. Cristian Rodríguez Barrotti.
I think the officials are just telling him to keep their hands off it.
Martín Silva. Luis Alberto Suárez.
Hugo Perez there. Scored in that game against Argentina, was then sent off. Those who've been on the periphery as well, the likes of Walter Gargano, who featured against Argentina, who started the semi-final against Peru. Luis Suarez, 4 goals, 2 in the semi-final against Peru, 1 in the final against Paraguay. Scotty's gone through, the 35-year-old. Diego Forlan. And now Oscar Tabarez.
A su director técnico, señor Oscar Washington Tabarez.
Second spell in charge in 2006. Runner-up in the Copa in 1989 in his first spell in charge. Beaten semi-finalists 4 years ago.
Sudamericano tiene un origen, la República Oriental del Uruguay.
Uruguay announced as champions of South America for a record 15th time.
Felicidades, Uruguay.
The crowd has won now, singing Uruguay.
La Copa America Argentina 2011.
And now, eventually, Diego Lugano has the trophy in his hands.
la mítica Copa América al capitán Lugano de la selección celeste charrúa. Felicidades.
Uruguay can celebrate. Winners of the Copa America for a record 15th time and champions in 2011.
Gracias Argentina. Nos espera Brasil 2015. Hasta siempre.
It's a cauldron of colour.
And there Uruguay lift the trophy for the 15th time amidst the ticker tape. We've seen that at the stadium before, of course, back in 1978, when Ozzy and Ricky were part of the winning Argentinian side in the FIFA World Cup. An iconic image, all that ticker tape back then. And it's an important moment for Uruguay as well. You saw their name on the trophy back there. There was a close-up on the camera in 1926. They were actually winners back in 1916, the first winners. And although many sources deem these tournaments, the early ones, unofficial, known as extraordinarios, they are included in official records. 95 years on, they do it again for a record 15th time. And tremendous, Ozzy.
Absolutely tremendous for Uruguay, such a small country, but it's a country like Argentina. You have, Brazil, Paraguay, fine. It's part of South America. Absolutely fanatic of football, and I mean, everybody plays football. It's the only sport that Uruguay play, and they produce a lot of very good players. And what they were failing lately is to produce a team, but they have a team because they have an absolutely wonderful manager. They're very compact team, very strong team, very hard in midfield, with two incredibly good players up front. So they were very worthy winners of the Copa America.
It's also good that we've seen a final where it's an absolutely resounding victory for one side. You know, we're not sat here talking about, you know, debatable penalty decision or an offside goal or where the referee's made a mistake. You know, in this tournament we've seen penalty shootouts. It's never a satisfactory way to finish a game, especially when it's a final. What we've seen tonight is, you know, 3 goals, 3 excellent goals, and actually they were all scored with the left foot. So that's an unusual sort of little occurrence.
It is well spotted, Trevor. There's Diego Forlan. As Gus Poyet alluded to, it's been a difficult season for him in Atletico Madrid, which is an incredible contrast to the season he had before, of course, where he had a great season with the club. They went on to win the Europa League, but a very difficult season. And to anybody's personal life, if it's been a difficult year, something like this can certainly sort of bring an end to the bad feelings.
Yeah, this is football, you know, you have to wait for the revanche. You know, I don't know what happened with him in Atletico Madrid, but he's back to the national team and finished really well, you know. Congratulations to him, and it's a happy night for everybody, and Uruguay really deserves to win.
He's a big winner. He's a big winner today. I mean, he had a lot of problems, not to mention his personal problems as well, huge problems. So to finish the year in the way that he finished, now he will be open to offer. He will have a lot of more confidence. I mean, people are looking at him after this game, 2 goals. They will say, we would like him to have him.
Trevor, as a European looking now at Copa America, it maybe hasn't been the most electrifying tournament compared with some previous years. That's just the way it's turned out. When it's held, you know, some people say, why isn't it held alongside the Euros so that the players go away at the same time? But as a spectacle, when you get a final like that, it buries all the negative comments.
It does, because we started the tournament off some 3 weeks ago, you know, talking about some of the great strikers in this tournament, and we're looking forward to the likes of Neymar,
Alexis Sanchez.
Yeah, Sanchez, Messi, Milito, Higuain, Aguero, and many of them have disappointed. But tonight, it's been about the players who make the headlines, the top strikers. And I think it's great for football that finally the likes of Suarez and Diego Forlan have been the difference tonight. You know, Forlan with 2 brilliant goals. The best player on the field certainly was Suarez. I thought he was quite outstanding, especially in the first half. So it's good that whilst there's been some mediocrity throughout this tournament, tonight it's about the brilliance of players who you know, can score goals.
Yes, but as I say that, don't forget the goalkeepers as well. They play incredible role in all the Copa America. The two goalkeepers, Paraguay and Uruguay.